the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummy, and today we are back for another plushie tutorial, again in continuation of the Pokemon series. So we've previously done Dragonite, we've also done a Charizard, and also a Squirtle. So we're going to be doing another one of the starter Pokemon today. Today we are doing Bulbasaur, and the materials you'll need to build this are the following. You'll need Prismarine bricks, dark Prismarine, green stained clay, green wool, lime stained clay, red stained clay, red wool, snow, clay, or alternatively, instead of snow or clay, quartz. So that's a cool alternative, and I'll discuss that later on, why there's a option there. Now, I want to point out, if you're on a platform that doesn't have Prismarine, this build is probably not going to be possible. And the reason behind that is because Bulbasaur is a really weird shade of green. It's like a greeny blue colour, and this is the only one that really represents it. It's more of a turquoise kind of colour, and this is the only style of block in the game at the moment that represents that colour well. Theoretically, you could use green wool and lime wool, but it doesn't look anywhere as good. So I just want to throw that out there before the video starts. You're going to need these two blocks, and if you're on a platform where they're not there, then your life is going to be really difficult, and I'd suggest possibly just moving on to another plushie tutorial on the channel. But anyways, with that out of the way, again, feel free to grab them blocks into your inventory, then we can get straight into building. We're going to start off by building the front side of the body. So the front side is 6x6, and the majority of this is very, very simple. So what we're going to start off by doing is find a nice empty space, and we're going to place a row of 6 Prismarine. So Prismarine being this one, and I'll just call this dark Prismarine. The second layer on top of that is again 6 Prismarine, and then once more. So 3 layers of 6 Prismarine. 6, 6, 6. That was not intentional. The next layer is 2 Prismarine, 1 dark Prismarine, 1 Prismarine, 1 dark Prismarine, and 1 Prismarine. So again, currently 4 layers tall. The fifth layer is 1 Prismarine, 2 dark, and then 3 Prismarine. And then the final layer is simply 6 Prismarine. So as you can see, very, very simple. And also, right now, that is a 6 tall by 6 wide area. Okie dokie. So, if you want to pause, again, feel free to do so. And one thing I want to point out quickly, because I completely forgot, it completely slipped my mind, is that this was designed by RustledDaJimmies, or Nebula, goes by either name. So if you want to check out his social media, I'll leave a link down in the description. Go show him some support. Again, he's been helping me out a ton with these designs recently, and I really do appreciate it. So again, yeah, links in the description. Check that out, and let's continue. So we're now going to move around to the left side of the build and start making it 3D. So we come to the bottom left corner and then head round to the left side. We're then going to expand 1, 2, 3 to the left using Prismarine. The side is 6 tall and 4 wide, however the 4th row is already done here. Again, just like we did at the front, we're going to go layer to layer, left to right. So, as I said, we're only placing 3 blocks per row because the 4th block is already done. Starting on the 2nd row, the first block is 1 dark Prismarine and then 2 Prismarine. The 3rd layer is 1 dark, 1 normal, 1 dark, and then we have, very similar to this, but the other way around, so 2 Prismarine, 1 dark. So as you can see, this one is dark, 2 Prismarine. This one, it's 2 Prismarine, 1 dark. And then the final 2 layers is simply 3 normal Prismarine. And once you've done that, it will look like this. Again, that is 6 tall and 4 blocks wide. Now, the right side isn't the exact same, so don't skip ahead. I will be going over it in a second. This is what it looks like head on from the left side and then from the corner angle. Okie dokie. So heading around to the right side now, same logic applies. We come to the bottom right corner of this front side here, and we expand 1, 2, 3 to right using Prismarine. Again, this time it should look like an L shape, and it's currently 6 tall and 4 wide. Going from left to right, the second layer is 1 Prismarine and 2 dark. The next layer is 2 Prismarine, 1 dark. The 4th layer is 1 dark, 2 Prismarine, and then the final 2 layers is 3 Prismarine. And again, 6 tall, 4 wide. You can see that it's a slightly different pattern to the other side, which makes it more interesting, I guess you could say. But that is what it looks like, and then once more, this side. So if we head round to the rear side now, you should see it looks something like this. Now this is majority going to be plain, because we're going to add his little plant on his back. So essentially, what we're going to be doing is, again, it's going to be a 6x6, so 6 tall, 6 wide. However, row here already done, row here already done, which means 2. So that means we're only placing 4 blocks on each row. Now the good news is, for the 4 blocks, The 6 rows is simply just normal prismarine. So we're going to do essentially 6 layers of 4 prismarine. Just join it all up and that will give you your 6x6 in total. As you can see here, the majority of it is just normal prismarine, but of course we got the 2 blocks of dark prismarine either side. Now this gives us a nice flat surface, and as I said, this is where we're going to be adding the plant on his back. So what we're going to do is on the rear side, we're going to come to the bottom left corner. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, and on the third block to right, we're going to go up 1. On here, we're going to place a green stained clay. Now this is 3D, so don't replace the prismarine, build it on top of, and then follow the shape I'm about to make. So we go 1 to the right using green wool, and then we go up diagonal, up diagonal. As you can see, we go 1 to the right using green wool, and then up diagonal twice to the right using, again, green wool. From this block here, we're going to go up diagonal to left using once green wool, and then once green stained clay, and it should now look like the under half of a smiley face. We're going to join this together now, so on this side we go up diagonal to right, using green wool, up diagonal to right, and on this side we go up diagonal to left, and it gives you a shape that looks like this. That is the first layer of 4. So for the second layer, we're going to be basically doing a second layer of the same shape. It gets a bit more complicated in a second, but for now it's relatively simple. Again, just follow what I do. So in front of this green stained clay, in the bottom left corner, we're going to place a lime stained clay, and to the right of that, 1 green wool. We're going to go in a certain pattern, so up left we go 1 green stained clay, then 1 lime. We go up diagonal to right, again using 1 lime, and again 1 lime. Now this whole side here, these 4 blocks that are remaining, are again all lime. So we go up diagonal twice, and then up diagonal twice to the left, and it will give you something that looks like this. So as you can see, the majority of the blocks are lime, only 2 of them not being. Moving on to the third layer now, essentially what we're going to do is in between this gap here, we're just going to simply fill it in with any old colour. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to use red because it's a nice bright colour. And you can see that's the template for the next layer. So what we're going to do is on the bottom 2 blocks, on the left one we're going to place 1 green stained clay, and then on the right one we're going to place 1 green wool. On top of this green wool we're going to go up twice, so once and twice, and then we're going to go to the left one using green stained clay. In this block here, in between the gap, we're going to place a green wool, and then either side on the remaining red stained clay we're going to place 1 lime stained clay, and it gives you a shape that looks like this. As you can see, from a corner angle it's starting to get a bit more round. Now we're going to add the pointy bit onto the end, just like, I guess, the tip of the shell. So, in these 2 blocks here of green wool, the center 2 blocks, we're going to place, again, 2 green wool. And you could finish it there, but what I'm going to do is on the right one, we're going to bring it forwards, or should I say backwards one. And I guess that is the end of the plant. So, as you can see, that is what it looks like. Again, you could kind of cap it off here if you wanted to, or even here is definitely doable. But I'm going to leave it like that, because I particularly like it like this. And again, if you want to pause, I'm giving you as many angles as possible. It's probably easier if you just go back and see it layer by layer, but that is what it looks like. Next, what we're going to do is just go ahead and fill this whole part in here using prismarine just to cap it all off, and then that is the body so far complete. So again, from a side angle, you can now see it's really starting to take shape. However, we are missing arms and legs, and that's what we're going to work on right now. So for the arms and legs, we're going to use prismarine blocks and dark prismarine. It's simple as that, 2 blocks. The arms and legs are all 2x2x2 cubes. And we're going to start off on the bottom left corner, on the front side, to make sure it's the front side. Come to the bottom left corner and place a 2x2 of prismarine blocks. Leave a 2 block gap and then place a 2x2 on the right side. Now we're going to add a second layer onto each of them. The left one is slightly different to the right. So on the left one, top left corner, top right corner, and bottom right corner, we're going to place prismarine blocks. And then on the bottom left corner, we're going to place a dark prismarine. Now on the other side, it's slightly different. We're going to place a dark prismarine on the top right corner, and then the remaining ones is going to be prismarine blocks. So as you can see, a slight variation there, but that leaves you a 2x2x2 cubes. Both of the legs already done. Very, very simple. Now for the arms, it's a bit more easy because it's mirrored. So what we're going to do is come up to the top left corner, bring it forwards 1 and to the left 1, punch out the original block, and you'll have 1 block hanging right there. On the right side, do the exact same. So bring it forwards 1, go to the right 1, punch out the original, and you'll have a 1 block overhang. Now, if you're going for T-Rex arms, that's perfect, but we're not. So what we're going to do is on the left side, we're going to go to left 1, down 1, and to right 1, and same on this side. So we go to right 1, down 1, and to the left 1, and it gives you a 2x2 square. Now, just like we did on the other one, we're going to add another layer, this time bringing it 1 forwards. So on the first one, which is the left arm, in the top left corner, we're going to place a dark prismarine, and then we're going to surround it with prismarine blocks. As you can see, that is the left arm complete, and it connects up diagonally with the body like so. Now the other side is just mirrored. So we come to the top right corner, place a dark prismarine, and then surround it by prismarine blocks, and that is the arms and legs complete. Very, very simple, and as you can see, it should look like this. So before we move on to the head now, what we're going to do, I'm going to do a little spin around and again list off the dimensions one last time, just in case you got a little lost along the way. That is completely fine. This is what this is for. So just go over it. The limbs are 2x2x2 cubes, and there is 4 of them in total, 2 arms, 2 legs. The body, the front side, which is what you can see now, is a 6x6 square. Coming around to the left side, it's a 6x4 rectangle. Coming around to the rear side, again it's a 6x6 square, but it's kind of overpowered by the shell slash plant on his back, and then the right side, of course, a 6x4 rectangle. Okie dokie. So hopefully you've got something that looks like that. If you haven't, again, go back in the video, see where you've gone wrong. If you still can't figure it out, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try and help you on a more personalized basis. But now for the head. So for the head, what we're going to do is come to the front side, again the side with the arms and the legs, and to the top left corner of the body, which is this block right here. We're going to place a prismarine and bring it forwards 1, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks to the right using our red stained clay, and then we're going to place 1 prismarine. So as you can see, that gives you a strip of 6. What we're now going to do is come around to the left side and expand 1, 2, 3, 4 backwards, and on this side we're going to bring it back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then link them together, so 1, 2, 3, 4 connects them up nicely, and that gives you a 6x6 square. Now I appreciate that might be slightly difficult to see, so I'm going to fill it all in just for visual purposes, and as you can see, that is your 6x6 template. Here is left side, front side, right side, rear side, and that is each side of the head. Now we're going to start on the front side first, so bear in mind it should be a 1 block overhang on the front side and rear side. However, you can't really notice it on the rear side because it connects up with the plant. However, on the front side, as I said, overhang, and the first layer is 1 prismarine, 4 red stained clay, and 1 prismarine. The second layer now is 6 prismarine. Now on top of this, this is where you can decide to use snow or quartz. I'll show you which looks, in my opinion, better, and I'll show you both anyways. But personally, I feel quartz looks slightly better, but I know that snow and clay does make an interesting combination. So we're going to place again 1 snow or quartz, your choice, 1 red stained clay, 2 prismarine, 1 red stained clay, and then 1 snow or quartz. The next layer is 1 clay or 1 quartz, 1 red wool, 2 prismarine, 1 red wool, and then 1 clay or 1 quartz. The fifth layer out of 6 is 3 prismarine, 1 dark prismarine, and 2 prismarine. And then the final layer is 2 prismarine, 1 dark, and 3 prismarine. As you can see, that is a 6x6 square. Now, just like I said, I'll show you what it looks like with quartz in the eyes, just for demonstration purposes. I feel it looks a little bit cleaner, and I personally prefer it. But again, it's up to you. Choose what you want to do. It's personally your build. I'm going to keep it like this, but again, feel free to use snow and clay if you want to. So, that is the front side without the 3D effects. Now again, the 3D effects aren't compulsory, the nose part is, but the teeth and details, I guess you could say, aren't. So for the details, just grab yourself some quartz slabs and also 2 buttons. And what we're going to do is get our prismarine blocks. We come to the bottom left corner of the face and we leave 1 2 block gap, place 2 prismarine. And on top of this we place a row of 4. So we leave 1 block gap and place 4, and there'll be a 1 block gap on this side. Now in either gap where the red stained clay is, we're going to place a quartz slab on the upper half, so not on the lower half, on the upper half. And then in 2 center blocks on the second row, we're going to place 2 buttons to represent nostrils. As you can see, that is what it looks like. It's just small details, but it does add together and makes it look kind of cool. On the basis that you have got now something that looks like this, I'm now going to move on to the left side of the head and make some progress on that. So, coming around to the left side of the head, exact same logic applies. It is a 6x6 square. The first 2 layers is simply prismarine. The third layer, we're going to place 1 prismarine, 2 dark, and 2 prismarine. The layer after that, the fourth layer, we're going to place 2 prismarine, 1 dark, 2 prismarine. The next layer, the fifth layer, we place 4 prismarine and 1 dark. And then the final layer is simply 5 prismarine. Again, opportunity to pause here if you want. The other side is slightly different, so don't skip ahead. Coming around to the right side now, same logic applies for the first 2 layers, it's simply just Prismarine. The third layer is 2 Prismarine, 1 dark, 2 Prismarine, and the layer after that is 1 Prismarine, 2 dark, 2 Prismarine. The second to last layer, the 5th layer, is 3 Prismarine, 1 dark, 1 Prismarine, and then the final layer, of course, is 5 Prismarine. As you can see, this is the right side of the head, that is a 6x6 square, and we're now going to move on to the rear side. Bear in mind, I will come back and do a little spin around, but for now, I'm just showing you how to do it. So, rear side, again, 6x6, row on left, row on right, already done, so that's 2 out the way. Each row is only 4 at this point. So, the first layer is, as you can see, just Prismarine. The second layer is 1 Prismarine, 1 dark, 2 Prismarine. The third layer is 1 Prismarine, 2 dark, 1 Prismarine. On top of that, we're going to do 4 Prismarine. Then we're going to do 3 and 1 dark. And then finally, 4 Prismarine. So, as you can see, that's what it looks like. Again, good opportunity to pause if you want to do so. And that brings us to our final side of the head, which is, of course, the top side. So, we're going to come around to the front view and look at it from there. It gives you, essentially, a 4x4 square that's empty and a 6x6 outline. We're going to go ahead and fill in the inside. Starting off at the top left corner, we're going to place 1 dark. Bring it forwards 1 and to right 1, punch out that block right there. So, it should be a diagonal right there. We're then going to go to right 1 and forwards 1, and essentially everything else now is Prismarine. So again, just to go over that one last time, we come to the top left corner. Diagonal from there is 1 dark Prismarine, diagonal from that, again a Prismarine, to right and forwards 1, and then the rest is all our normal Prismarine. I'm saying Prismarine a lot, it's a bit of a weird word to say. But yeah, as you can see, that is the top side of the head from the front view here. That is a 6x6, and the final addition we're going to add is 2 little ears. So what we're going to do is come to the front left corner, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, come to the second block, place 2 Prismarine blocks on the second and third on the left side, and same on the right. So we come to the second, third, and place 2 blocks on either side. And there you go, there is your Bulbasaur. You officially have him. He's a really nice addition to the world, and I know that Rustled or Nebula did a really nice Ivysaur and Venusaur. So if you want to check that out again, I believe he's posted pictures on his Twitter. So again, links in the description if you want to check it out. But until next time, I really do hope you enjoyed. I'm going to do a little spin around whilst I chat a little bit. If you did, definitely consider leaving a like, subscribing down below if you haven't already, and also leaving a comment. Nice or, I guess, criticism, always cool anyways, I don't mind. Check out my second channel, again, links in the description. Do unboxings and other cool content on there. And also stay tuned for the next Pokemon-themed plushie. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comment section down below. I've got a bunch already ready to go. But if I see a bunch of you guys request the same thing, I'll try and push it forwards. Anyways, before I leave my voice, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?